There we go. Now it's not muted anymore. Yeah, I know. My microphone was still muted. I was saying that I was trying to untie my necklace, and I'm still boiling the water. And it's a necklace I have from my grandmother, but the necklace itself, the chain is so tiny that it doesn't matter what I do, it always folds and I don't know. I'm afraid that it is gonna break someday. And it's the only gold necklace that I have to put a hanger on. Come on. So yeah, I'm still prepping the water. And in the meantime, I'm fighting for a necklace. Fighting with a necklace. Oh, there we go, there we go. No, there's still a knot in there. Why? I was also trying to prep to go online on let's see, online on Instagram as well, but I didn't put on my phone yet because I've been busy with putting on makeup, putting on a dress, taking pictures and all that kind of stuff. So my apologies, I am a bit late and I'm still rushing to do all of these things at the same time. There we go. There we go. I think it's gonna be lovely. One moment, I'm gonna grab the water. I will also check if I can if I have everything. I'm not sure at the moment. I'm also gonna check if I can get my phone on Instagram live at the same time. I'm not sure. So please have a little bit of patience with me. I've got the most important part of tea, hot water, and of course the tea itself, no worries, I still got that as well. One moment, please. And of course, something soft to sit on, my little throne. There we go. Let's see. I've got a bowl to catch up the water. I've got the cups. I've got my teapot, teapot. I've got my brush. I've got the measure scale. I got the gong dao bei. I've got a filter. There we go. I've got my notes. Chuck as well. There we go. I've got a pan flute. That should be over here. There we go. And let's see if I can do something in the meantime while getting live on Instagram as well. So I know. I should do these things like do it beforehand. I know. I know. So how does this work? I don't even know how this works to go live. Oh, there we go. Apparently you just press the button and then you can go live, apparently. Okay, good to know. Let's see if I can get this one in there. But that means if I go live on Instagram on my phone, I will not be able to see people's chats. Unless I turn it around, something like that. But that would not be handy because it still would be far away. There we go. I have no idea what the setting would be for Instagram live, so there we go. I only use this one. Oh, that was not working. How does this work? Oh, should push this one in, that one out, that one out, that one over there. I have no idea if this is a good setting or not. Joe, perhaps you could help me a little bit. I guess I'm not sure how to properly set this. Do you think for Instagram Live that will be fine? Okay. But I cannot see the chats of people at all. But still, I don't know if I'm... What? There we go. I guess it's okay if that would not be a problem. There we go. Put some over here. There we go. Okay, let's try this one as well. Let's see. You may lose access to live soon. Oh, okay. Only public accounts with 1,000 followers. So you know what that means. You need to follow me on Instagram. Great. So 3, 2, 1. Okay. Apparently I'm also live in 1 second on Instagram. Yeah, I'm also live on Instagram now. Oh, this is gonna be strange. I've got a camera over here, which is on Instagram Live. I've got the camera over there, which is for Twitch. I've also got a camera over here, which is gonna be on my tea table. And I also noticed that you can see part of it on my Twitch screen. There we go. Let's see if this is gonna work a little bit better. There we go. So this is my first time live on Instagram as well. You know what? I think I should not be bothered that much by... There we go. I don't know if it's still visible though. I guess it is. Hello! I am live on Twitch, so please follow me on Twitch. It's gonna be a lot easier and I need my followers over there on Twitch. So there we go. I've got Polly and Neodash in Twitch, and I've got Dix, Takamina, and Neodash on Instagram Live. And of course, the settings on Twitch are much better. So I'd recommend to go on Twitch. And my husband is at the same time moving around the camera gear. Finally. Finally. Okay, there we go. Today, we've got a tea tasting again. So I need to look at all the cameras now. And hopefully I pronounce this correctly. Let's see, because I did put the pronunciation this time on my notes. Because on the package itself, you would not be able to see how to pronounce these characters. You would see the word, but as many of us know, Chinese language has tones in them. And if you pronounce that incorrectly, you would say completely something different. So that's of course not gonna be helpful because the camera is turned around. I'm gonna show it for the people on Twitch. It's gonna be this one. Youzi Hua Meiren Wulong. And I guess I still didn't pronounce that correctly, so let's try that one again with the let's see. Youzi Hua Meiren Wulong. Cha. Darn, it's so. Let's see if you have the pronunciation going Youzi Hua Meiren Wulong. So it was a long time ago for me that I learned Chinese. So apparently, you know, I'm not so good, especially at the word of rem. I find it very difficult to pronounce that one, and hi, denk plastic. Hi. And I find it very difficult to pronounce that word, and I actually tried to see if I could understand a little bit more about the words. Oolong, of course, oolong. Cha, tea. Hua. This one I know that it's flower. Then they have this combined word. Let's say then person and mei. If you combine these two words together, apparently you get beauty. Meiren. And then I found it a difficult one because when I looked at the word you, it says pomelo. Youzi says grapefruit. So for me, this is like, I kind of want to get back into learning Chinese again because I always found it a very beautiful language. It has a way of singing. So if we would say this one, of course the translation is underneath. It says pomelo flower beauty Oolong tea. There we go. That's apparently a lot easier, right? So this one is from Mochay. And it's a package with 7 grams. Now, Mochay website said that 6 grams on 95 degrees would be good. You can have a few steeping moments. So this is 7 grams. I am going to use everything because I'm going to use my teapot today. Oh, then I did not need my scale for that one. Let's see. This one is from the tasting experience kit from Mochay. For the ones on Instagram, it's this one. I know, sorry, the video is apparently, you know, in a different way. It's a tea experience set. Oh, wait, for you guys on Twitch, I've got a special button. Yay! There we go. So let's start. I might have been handy if I would have scissors. Moment. Let's open it up. You know what? I am gonna pour it into a little cup to see what it looks like. Because I always want to know what my tea looks like. Ooh, this smells so nice. This smells so nice. I know it might be a bit difficult to see it with my phone, so come to Twitch and then you see more details. So, ooh, it does smell very, very fruity, very fruity. For the ones who want to see the leaves, I'll close a little bit. Looks tightly curled up. It really has such a fruity smell to it. I'm really looking forward to trying this tea. Spoon! Where's the spoon? There we go. There's my spoon. Yay! Hello! There we go. Gonna pour it. Trying to pour it in my tea. Wow, teapot. Try not to spill the tea. We don't spill tea. Not in that way. I always like to spill tea with my best friend. While drinking tea, of course. I am that lazy person who is not gonna rinse her tea. Because every time when I do it, I notice that part of the flavor, I just want to sample it. I just really want to sample it and see if there's a difference if you wash it or not. And to be fair, I always feel like I'm losing part of the first infusion. So I'd say I'm just gonna use it this way. And I do notice that the leaves are a little bit smaller. So I do think that even though my teapot does have a filter, I'm gonna use another filter on my Gong Dao Bei. It's such a cute. And this is my tea filter. The bought he leave. So there we go. I hope it stays because it's kind of windy in my room. So there we go. It says about 10 seconds. For the ones on Instagram, you probably cannot hear my music in the background, so if you want to have a full experience, go to my Twitch. Ooh, ooh, that smells so fruity. Wow. Whoa, I'm looking forward to this one. Let's see if you can see it. It has quite a very light color. Very clear. Oh, you can see the mountain. It's so cute. So lovely. Jiangnan Art Shop. Thank you so much for the Gong Dao Bei. It's very pretty. I really love it. So, there we go. First infusion. And of course, I forgot to change the title. I'm gonna have to change the title. One moment, please. I am so not a professional at this one. There we go. How am I gonna do this? There we go. I really should learn to do this a lot earlier. I was thinking about it, but we got yo. Meiren. Oh no. There we go. That should be it. Still in it, just chatting. I'm such a professional. No way. There we go. Changed it. Yeah, there we go. And I'm not sure, does my husband want a cup of tea? It's gonna rain soon for a week. Yeah, I know. It's so fruity. You should smell the tea first. Pomelo. You guys want to smell too? 1 cup for my husband, 1 cup for myself, and 1 cup for you guys. That's not visible for them that way. Ganbei. Ooh, wow. So good. I'm gonna give some to my kitty as well. This is my teapot. It's from Chamwoods. She's such a cutie. I really love it. So, gonna give some tea to my teapot as well. Thank you. How do you like it? It's good, right? There we go. That was the first infusion. I have no idea how many infusions we can get out of this one. At least always 3, I guess. So at least we go for the 3. But who knows, we can get more out of it. Also, do have to go on a dinner date soon as well. So I do aim to be done at 5 o'clock. But I also do not want to waste such a very, very, very good tea by rushing it out. So we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. Anyway, it is said, let's see. The Oolong tea is made from Meiren tea and fresh Pomelo flowers. Well, you may ask, what is Meiren tea? It's a base tea that is grown on an altitude of approximately 1100 meters in Sanmin City, Fujian province. So basically that's the base of your tea. Again, I'm not a professional. I am learning. I'm learning to pronounce it correctly. I am learning about these kind of things. How they are made, or especially I just want to try them. I just really love tea. After that, the pomelo blossoms used in scenting are harvested from Pinghe County in Fujian. These flowers are layered with the tea during a 2-stage scenting process, and each cycle takes about 8 to 12 hours. Followed by baking, flower removal, and refinement to complete the tea. I've got this information from the Mochay website, so it's not something that I did my homework on, but I did try to search it up. I did notice that on the website, you would see on the back of the package that it's written on there. But I think because this is a tasting kit, it's not written on it, so I had to write it on a piece of paper. You can also drink this cold. If you want to do a cold brew, you're gonna use 3 grams, 330 milliliters of mineral water, and then steep it for 40 minutes. And then you would have a cold brew. Since this is such a lovely tea, I might want to try that one as well, but package is empty, so no cold brew for me. Yeah, it's gonna be raining for a whole week. I know. It's still probably gonna be very warm, but not sure. Let's go for the second one. It says that for the second one you go for 15 seconds and then gradually more. So I don't understand when they say gradually more, if it's, do you add 5 seconds more, 3 seconds more, or is it just trying, eyeballing, and just get to know how to brew it? By the way, I am able to see the chat on Instagram, I think, because the camera's close enough. Ooh. Very nice smell. It's a bit darker, as you can see. Almost gets a combination of my tea tray and my table. Bit darker. I think the mountain is very good visible on Instagram. There we go. Now, if I compare the first one, this was the first brew, and the second one. You can see already from that part that it's a lot darker, the second fusion. I don't think it's gonna be very visible for you guys. This was the first infusion, and this one is the second. As you can see, this one is already a lot darker. It has a very strong flavor now. Very strong aroma of flowers. I'm trying to figure out how to explain taste. When do you usually want to drink tea? The whole day. Okay, what I like to drink is in the morning, especially with my breakfast, because I always feel that it helps with digestion a lot, especially in winter times when you have these cold mornings and you brew your tea in the morning. I really just love that moment. In the winter time or when it's colder, I also like to have it in the afternoon as well. When I feel that my body is getting cold, then I really would like to warm it up. But what I never miss is my evening tea. So basically in the morning and in the evening, I always have tea. Always. I do not change that. Not even in summer. Okay, not even in summer. So those 2 moments are definitely sure that I'm drinking tea, morning and evening. Morning, I'd like to go for any type of tea. Mostly herbal tea. But it changes a little bit with the seasons, I guess. In the evening, I'd like to go for herbal tea like chamomile, something that is very light. But what I also like to do is after dinner, I'd like to have a milky tea as a dessert. It's impolite if you just give me a cup tour while I'm enjoying my tea. If you guys drink tea, what is your favorite time to drink yours? Do you have a favorite time to drink a specific drink? Maybe it's coffee for some of you. Could also be something that you really enjoy. Hi, Ben. So it could also be something that you really enjoy to drink. Some people like to drink coffee or other drinks. I also like to drink matcha tea, and that one depends a little bit if I need more pick-me-up, more energy. And I also like the time to whisk it up to really a frothy drink. That's really something. If I use a late breakfast, then I'd like to have a bowl of matcha. Or if it's very, very early in the morning and really get me started, then I'd like to have my matcha in the morning. I still have some. I really, really, really love this mountain. I'm not sure if you can see it that way. No, you really cannot see it that way. For my third one, I'm gonna show people on Twitch how it really looks like. Hi, Victoras. So, there we go. My husband is already gone. I still have a little bit of leftovers, so I guess I'm just gonna sample it for myself. And the aroma, the fragrance is still so fruity. It's at the same time it smells like flowers with something citric at the same time. I cannot explain. It's very pleasant though. On the lid you cannot smell it anymore, but hi Erin. Got so many people on Instagram. I need you guys on Twitch. There's a lot better screen on Twitch, you know. Can even see more from my tea table. Dear Bolly is really lonely on Twitch in the chat room. What do you guys have for dinner today? Do you have any plans? Are you going out for dinner or not? Gosh, I really love the snow. As some of you know, I've been reading this book, The Chadao. It's a very, very good book that really explains, has like stories about the tea, and I'm not very good at remembering everything, because sometimes I'm just reading it before bedtime and I fall asleep, in a good way, in a very good way. It is telling about the man Lu Ju, and I believe that one was the man that is talking about how to brew tea. I also believe that this man has made a book. It's called The Classic of Tea, which really explains what water do you use, what's the how to steep it. So basically, really the Kung Fu Cha way, how it's done correctly. So I would like to get my hands on the book as well, because I'm curious on what it says. But it's also fun to see that how things are combined together in this book. So also he's meeting. Let's see. What's it? It also tells a story how Lu Ju meets a tea master himself. Well, you would already think that this is the tea master himself, because he knows the whole way of brewing tea. But apparently there's a man that knows a simple way, and really master of simplicity. I don't know. Does it say his name? It doesn't. Apparently, Lu Ju goes up into the mountains. He finds that man, and that man was basically looking very, very strange fellow. Oh, you're also on Instagram now, Robin. Great. Best of both worlds. Let's see. And it says that man was sitting in a hut, and he was looking kind of strange. Let's see. And he was going to have a tea with that man. Let's see. And that man forgot his own name, so he said, "You can call me Master of Simplicity, though I hardly deserve the name." Oh, see, there we go. Massive delay on Twitch. Yeah, I can imagine, because the thing is, I'm running on Wi-Fi, and I think because of the Wi-Fi, I think that's the reason for both the delay, but also the chappiness of the videos. We are still waiting for glasvezel. What's that word in English? Fiber optic. Thank you. And like I said, I'm still with my laptop in the sleeping room, and that's why there's a massive delay, probably. Yeah. So with the tea, he said, Lu Ju is going to drink some tea with this guy, and he said that my tea is not very good, but the water I've gathered is from a very special spring high in the mountains that only I know about. It does impart a very special taste to the tea. So of course, if you're a tea master, Lu Ju wanted to know, like, okay, I tried basically everything, so I want to try this one. So and of course, if you have a tea master who's doing the way of tea, he was very interested in that way. And I can tell you that that man was just very bubbly in his way of preparing the tea, not in the way of the Kung Fu Cha method, but they became, he really enjoyed that tea. and he had a very enjoyable time with that strange man. And I think that's something very important when you have tea with each other. Is to have that moment together. Do something. What? I'm sending a message to my future self on Twitch. Do something. Okay. I'll be making tea. No worries. But yeah, I do need 9 people on Twitch, you know. Because I just said that if I want to go live on Instagram, I should be having 1,000 followers. So in the future, probably I would not be able to be live on Instagram either because I don't have 1,000 followers. Jeez, wouldn't that be insane? 1,000 followers. Wow. Let's see, more than 15 seconds now, so let's count. Ooh, nice. Kind of looks like it's getting darker by the brew. So I also have to think about the fact if I should be brewing directly on the leaves itself, or if I should be brewing, pouring the water next to the leaves, because that does make a difference. Let's see. You know, feels a bit darker, or not. I cannot say because I already drank the second brew. Maybe you want to show the Gongdabe to Twitch people, because then they can see the mountain. Hold it to the sides because the glass is warm. For the people on Twitch, now you can see the mountain inside the Gongdabe. It's so lovely. I love it so much. Look at the details. In 5 minutes they can? Let's see. It's a lot darker brew. Please tell me if you notice any difference if it's too bitter, because I'm trying different pouring methods. You think it's good? But you always love bitter tea. Because I learned that there's a difference. If I would pour it on the side of the leaves, or not on top of the leaves, it might be lighter in flavor. Hi guys! I like this one. It has a very stronger flavor. I'm not a specialist when it comes to flavors and tell them apart. I'm not that specialized. You should smell the tea. You do know that I have a special camera for that one, right? My husband is showing the tea leaves on the other camera on Twitch. But he kind of forgets that I have a special camera standing over here that can be, you know... Oh, that's a better quality. Yeah, then don't use my phone for that. That kind of be helpful. Yeah, the mountain is lovely, isn't it? I really just love it. I'm not sure if you can... No, you cannot see it from there. I must say that the fragrance from the teapot now is less strong. So before it had a very strong, I'd say, flower fragrance. Then the second one became very more citric fragrance, kind of. Like a combination of the two. Maybe I should try what Meiren tea tastes like. If there's an option to have it without the flavored pomelo flowers, then maybe I can separate them a little bit better. And I'm missing something on Instagram. You're talking about 5 minutes and not 3 minutes? Did I miss something? It is fun to watch both perspectives. Yes, it is. Do you want some more? For the ones on Twitch, there you go. Again, you can see color difference. Still, the first brew is more yellowish, and this one is a little bit darker and more orange, I guess. Let's see if I can show you that on Instagram as well. This is the first brew. I'm leaking. First brew is more of a yellow color, and the second one, the third one is a more orange color. It does something with the mouth, actually. It like feels full, like a full mouth experience. Like there's, I don't know how to say it. Like it feels like it fills up your whole mouth with flavors, and everywhere something is happening. I do not know how to explain that one. So yeah, if you're looking for a good book about tea, the Cha Dao. Why was I talking a very strange language that over there? I think it's a bit of both the Chinese and Indian part that comes together in this book. So yeah. Also, keep calm and drink tea. I find it difficult to have multiple cameras on now. We got people over there, people over there. I find it very difficult to keep my mind with this one. So I organized this box. I also have to look at the time. I've organized this box because there were so many flavors. Let's see. I've got 2 GABA teas. I've got ware tea. This is also ware, right? So I got 2 GABA tea, 3 times pu'er. I've got 4 black teas. I've got the Oolong teas. I've got green teas. And I've got these, I think these are more like flower kind of teas. I think so. So I stored them a little bit to see what we were going to try. And I believe that GABA tea is something, correct me if I'm wrong, but they use nitrogen to instead of oxygen. And it's also something that calms the mind. So maybe it's for a different time. Here as well. Yeah, you're everywhere. You're bouncing around. Like the fragrance of this tea. You're bouncing around. It's bouncing from floral to citric. It's so pleasant. I wish you could smell this. It's such a very pleasant fragrance. I think the last time I poured the tea was on top of the leaves. I still think it's good. It was 20 seconds. I think that was pretty well. I'm not sure what to do next. It's still experimenting if I'm gonna pour it on top of the leaves and then again 20 seconds, pour it on top of the leaves and do it longer. So I'm not sure what would be the next step. Again, I'm not a professional. I'm learning, and I'm learning on the go. So if you're tea master, teach me. Please teach me. So I am gonna pour it on the side of the leaves and use the 20-second method and see if it does. Well, I cannot really pour on the side of the leaves apparently because the leaves are everywhere. Oh, there we go. So I'm just gonna pour it on top again. Still a very nice color. Thank you. Does my husband want some tea? I just love it. He's in the living room. The moment he hears it, he's also watching on the television, so. Want some more? I'm probably drinking this way too fast for a real gongfu cha. You should really embrace the moment. I forgot to count how many times. I think this one was the fourth one. I think I still have 5 more minutes left. I have to be at the restaurant at 5:30. Yeah, that should be fine. So I'm gonna pour another one because I find it always a waste if tea is so. I probably could go for 7 rounds. And I cannot do a cold brew anymore because the tea leaves are already open and hot, so I cannot do a cold brew anymore. And I'm afraid that I also would not be able to let it cool off because it might become too bitter. What's for dinner? You need inspiration. I'm going to an all-you-can-eat restaurant. That's a lot of inspiration over there. And I also think my water is almost empty, so... Life model, all you can eat. Yeah, indeed. You mean your dog? Your dog's model? Awesome. You can smell that the fragrance is really getting softer and softer and softer after each brew. I think I can smell more of the less citricy. And let it cool off a little bit because the steam is really getting into my nose, which is pleasant, but cannot really smell right now. Also, the flavor is really getting softer and softer. So I think you still feel something in your mouth. You still feel it, like the flavors all over, but the flavors are less strong right now. So you don't really have that citricy upper tone, I'd say. Still want some? It is. Even if it's an empty cup, still looks. When the tea is in there, it looks even better and more amazing. It kind of has a honey smell to it. A sweet honey smell. Right? Yes. Like, if you have water and honey in it, it has that honey smell. Could that be the flowers that it's the honey kind of? Mm. Oh, it also has a bit of a honey aftertaste. A little bit. Like a very watered down honey aftertaste. As for the fragrance of the leaves itself, neighbors walking about. They were talking about very, very easy. It actually is. I think I'd say it's more of a flower / tea kind of smell to it. Not the citric fragrance anymore. Not as strong though. What do you think? Like honey. Why is my spoon stuck? So I think this is the last pour for today. And I am going to scoop out some of the leaves to see what it looks like. Ooh, that's a little bit too much. As you can see, they're still curled up. So I think I'm gonna keep it for today like this, because I have to go and grab the dinner, which is also gonna be a surprise for my little niece. Oh, still smells so sweet though. It really smells so sweet. I just want to hang my head just above the teapot and just inhale this tea the whole time. It's so fragrant. I bet it's not gonna be very pleasant when it's this way. That's a very strange. No, so don't drink it this way when it's cold, because that's not tasty. But I am gonna give it to my tea pet. He's a happy cat. He's purring. Such a cutie. Next week, I have no idea which one we're gonna try, because I also have chamuts as well. And I still have a few flavors of this one as well. So there is one that is called Milky Oolong. Do you want to try it? Because you're still here next week and then you're a week off. So do you want to try the Milky Oolong? Okay. So next week we're going back to flavors of chamuts, and this one is gonna be the Yingxing Milky Oolong. So that's for next week. For you guys at Twitch, it's gonna be this one next week, Milky Oolong. I'm really wondering what a Milky Oolong would taste like if there's no milk in there. So that's gonna be interesting. So next week it's gonna be chamuts, Milky Oolong. And for now I am going to end the stream. I guess I'm not clearing up the gear right now because I have to go. But still, thank you so much for watching, and follow me on Twitch, please. Thank you. Twitch.tv/Kimbind. Follow me over there. I still need a few followers. Thank you, please. And if you want to keep me seeing live on Instagram, let me know as well, because I am trying out different ways. Again, Instagram was just saying to me that I need 1,000 followers to be... I don't know for how long, but how long Instagram is gonna be on Instagram live, so without the 1,000 followers. But it was giving me a warning, so I guess I'll just keep it from here and gonna have my dinner. Thank you! Bye bye!